that one well. Catches the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Edge of it, yes it is. He has timed that one well. Catches the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Edge of it, yes it is. He has timed that one well. Catches the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Edge of it, yes it is. He has timed that one well. Catches the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Edge of it, yes it is. He has timed that one well. Catches the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Edge of it, yes it is. He has timed that one well. Catches the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Edge of it, yes it is. He has timed that one well. Catches the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Edge of it, yes it is. He has timed that one well. Catches the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Edge of it, yes it is. He has timed that one well. Catches the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Edge of it, yes it is. He has timed that one well. Catches the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Edge of it, yes it is. He has timed that one well. Catches the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Edge of it, yes it is. timed that one well. That is the call, straight in. Beautiful ball. Edge of it, yes it is. He has timed that one well. That is the call, straight in. Beautiful ball. Edge of it, yes it is. He has timed that one well. That is the call, straight in. Beautiful ball. Edge of it, yes it is. He has timed that one well. That is the call, straight in. Beautiful ball. Edge of it, yes it is. He has timed that one well. That is the call, straight in. Beautiful ball. Edge of it, yes it is.
A very pleasant good evening from Oman Cricket Academy ground, Muscat, where the Super League T20 League is in progress. We have match number 4 today. Exciting matches we have seen in this tournament. Today's match will be between Renaissance and the Majees Titans. We'll be starting soon. We have some exciting matches in this tournament. Last night we have seen a very, very close counter. And today also we are expecting a good match between Renaissance Challengers and Majees Titans. Majees Titans had lost a final in the D20 League in the last week. So before that, let's head down to Patan Mehta for the most important toss. Okay. Okay, sorry. Teams बोला है ना? Okay. Right. So we have the two teams in front of us. Renaissance Challengers with Hamad Mirza, Asif Khan, Hamad Ifraq, Usman Ali Shah, Nadim Khan, Sufyan Mahmud the captain, Sayyid Amir Shah, Shah Shahbaz Hussain, Amir Akram, Hanifullah, Sayyid Ali and Hamidullah Khan. Majees Titans, Abhinav Sharma, Amir Kalim the captain, Wasim Ali Adnan Khan, Vinayak Shukla, Abbas Khan, Aryan Bisht, Ubaidullah, Jan Shafiq, Abdullah and Hemal Tandar. Though exciting teams will be locking house in this very, very important tournament, especially in this match. If you go to the points table, it is Yalla Shabab has got 4 points in 2 wins, and Majees Titans got 2 points with the win. Oman Development Team yet to have any point on the table. In ISL Challenge 2 also, and IS Vincible, no points there. So we will have one more tournament is in progress, which has really given chance for the Oman national team to get maximum practice before going to the World Cup. Majees Titans had won a thriller yesterday, and right time for me to introduce my partner Mudassir. Welcome to the Combox.
Good evening, Jamil Bhai, and good evening to all of our viewers. The weather is absolutely fantastic here in Al Amirat, the city which is known for the mountains, the city of Muscat. Plenty of action happening here at Oman Cricket Academy, match number 4. The umpires are ready. They are just waiting for the players to arrive and take the guard in the middle. It's the Majees Titans. What a comeback it was, Jamil Bhai, yesterday. They posted 160. It was a batting paradise. But that spell from Jan Shafiq turned the tide in favor of Majees. Then that final over bowled by Abidullah and well led by Amir Kaleem.
Amir Kaleem is the seasoned captain, Mudassir, and talking about Jan Shafiq, he has won many matches for Majees Titans in the last T20 as well. And he's coming in the right time when someone like him to be in great form. Looking forward for this big tournament which is coming ahead. It will be morale booster for Jan Shafi also. And of course, those who are already in the team, they should come up. Some good batting performances, some good bowling performances required so that they can have more confidence before going to that.
I completely agree. And also good to see the management and the captain backing Jan Shafiq, and now he has been given the role to bowl with the new ball. No Tandil, no Abidullah to bowl first over. It was Jan Shafiq who started the proceedings. And the length was key. Not only in the previous game, but also in the previous tournament when we talk about Jan Shafiq.
Well, I think all things look set to be gearing up for the big tournament, as he might be partnering with Faisal Shah. Jan Shafi has got a blistering pace, but his length and line is of course come very, very good in these 2 matches we have seen. Good bouncers, he has got some blockbuster, he has shown a brilliant bowling performance in the last T20 as well. And talk about him, win a couple of matches for them as a batter also. Maximum number of sixes he achieved in that match we have won in the last overs. So he is a very good upcoming all-rounder.
And now the ball in the hands of another rising star when we talk about the fast bowlers in this region. It's Hamdullah Khalil getting ready. This is the second big tournament for Khalil, who got an opportunity to play for Renaissance in the previous edition of Oman D20, and he was among the wickets expressed with the pace. Young lad looking good. The umpire Sagir, he's taking his time. He's all set and in readiness for match number 4, ball number 4. Play on, says umpire Sagir. Sharma on strike. Khalil getting ready to bowl that first ball.
We went outside the off stump. Very first ball, of course, the moisture is there in the ground. So obviously it will take little time for the bowler to grip the ball because it's a new ball, maybe slipping out of the hand. But of course, the profession do not host those type of what you call lapses in their bowling.
And this is completely a new ball compared to they had in the Oman D20. This is a turf ball, and it's a very good practice for the national boys, as rightly mentioned by you before the start of this game. Driven nicely. So it's also a skill to bowl with different balls. It's not like just you need to run in and you can pitch it on the surface and get some movement. No, you need to have that control.
Hats off to Oman cricket for using this ball, which will be used in the World Cup as well, to get the batters and the bowlers acclimatize themselves with the ball's movement and everything. It's very, very good action by Oman cricket. Beautifully bowled, moving away from the batter, swinging delivery from Hamdullah Khalil. Beautiful delivery.
Excellent stuff from young fast bowler Khalil. Usman Ali Shah, the wicket keeper, not a proper connection. Get a slip in position. Sufyan, he's a kind of a bowler who can generate pace, who can get that movement.
Well, this was moved off the wicket, offside the off stump, swinging away.
A smooth run up, a rhythmic fast bowler. Onto the pads, clearly going down the leg. It's a short run up, but still he has that tendency.
Down the leg side to Amir Kaleem. The reason it doesn't come up, it was a low pitch delivery bowled by Khalil.
Got plenty of runs in the previous edition of D20, Amir Kaleem. He's a champion player, Jamil, because the previous game, when the game started, when I had a look at the playing 11 of Majees Titans, 3 big names were missing. Imran Manek, no Gihan Clote, no Jordan Lee. So I was a bit tentative, keeping in mind how are they going to cope up in the absence of those 3 players. Oh, struggle continues. Just not able to control the swing. Kaleem, no chance for the wicket keeper. Bonus 5 runs in the shape of 5 extras. A lot of movement. He needs to understand it's a left hand right hand combination. You just need to change your line and length. Struggling against left handed batter. Both the batters yet to get off the mark, but off the mark is Majees Titans with those extra runs, 7 on board. Much better. So runs for Titans and the first run for Amir. So even though they are missing quite a few big stars, likes of Gihan, Jordan and Imran, but still playing as one unit, Majees Titans. Beautifully bowled. Mixed over by Khalil, 1 gone, 8 for no loss. So 8 for no loss. Straight away getting a spinner, Amir Shah, to bowl from Oman talent to Amir Kaleem. With that angle, it's not easy, clearly going down the leg, and there's a backward deep square leg and long on for Amir Kaleem, who has a tendency to go towards leg side early in his innings. Very strong player towards the leg side. So having 2 fielders, one at long on and backward deep square leg for Amir. Poor stuff. Runs coming in the shape of extras. This is not the first time. The second time in this game, they have given away 5 easy runs. Not learning are the bowlers. This is not the way to bowl at Amir Kaleem, who is very strong towards the leg side. You need to have a different plan, different approach. Look at his back foot. The back foot just pointing out towards the top side and the body slightly bending down. He's shaping to go towards that leg side.
Onto the back foot, cut. I think the ball is sliding off the wicket with the moisture. He's mistiming it. Otherwise, generally those deliveries which he's facing outside the off stump, he can cut very nicely.
Making room, and he goes toward offside. Beautifully managed, a cracking stroke from the blade of Kaleem.
Yeah, this is what I was talking to you. Just onto the back foot, picks the gap nicely. That was too short. He has all the time to play that one. He is among the runs in the T20 as well, leading the team from the front, Amir Kaleem.
Change, deep mid wicket and deep square leg. Amir goes straight, and Amir gets a maximum. A beautifully pick-up shot going down on one knee, and what a hit.
A typical Amir Kaleem shot. This was to the maximum. Just picked up beautifully from the middle of the bat. Not a good over from Amir Shah. Abhinav Sharma is not among the runs from a couple of matches. This time, the moment I said on to the back foot, he hammered it beautifully through the cover point boundary for the maximum. We were talking about if they're not among the runs getter, and immediately responded with a blistering 6.
Back of length, and
that was all the time. Short of the length, lifting delivery, and Abhinav Sharma just opened the face of the bat through the cover point. So both are really seeing the ball well. Amir Kaleem always have an eye on the ball. It's a beautiful shot played by Abhinav Sharma. His confidence will be definitely high of playing this beautiful maximum.
this is much better. This has been the problem in the first game as well for Renaissance Challenge. After posting 176, they're not able to defend because the bowlers, they need to understand, especially with this ball, the key is the length. You need to be consistent while bowling at the right length.
Absolutely. Once again, up Ashley, over to the extra cover. But they just managed to get a single.
We always talk about Hassanul Wahab and his partner Zoeb Amanat playing for Yala Shabab, but this pair always make sure to provide that solid start to their team.
Not solid, blistering start. Both of them, Hassanul Wahab and Zoeb Amanat. This time coming into the batter, I think, sliding down the leg side. Good delivery this time from Mahmud Khalil. He has got good pace, but only thing is length and line. Try to scoop shot, missed it outside the off stump. End of number 2. It is 33 from the wicket, end of 3 overs. Change in the bowling. Amir Shah has been taken off. Shehbaz Hussain has been brought in.
A forced change by these two batters. Amir Shah going for plenty of runs and a loud appeal. He is convinced, but straight away not out, says the umpire. Was it pitching towards that leg stump? The experience hurry the umpire and
looks like that either it has been played on. Shehbaz is really upset at the moment, but of course, what umpire's decision will be the final one.
I do understand as a bowler sometimes you get carried away because it's a big weight of Amir Kaleem. So sometimes they just get carried away. You need to know your limitation, and good to see the experience of Hari, the way he handled. This is also most important duty of the on-field umpire, that you need to make sure to have and keep the players in control. Change of pace. Where is the fielder standing? A big gap between wicket-keeper and fine leg. He was a bit wide towards square leg, and full advantage taken by Amir, exploiting the gap.
You cannot leave those deliveries down the leg side. Is normal way of playing to the square leg boundary. A sweep sort of hit, he hit that one and got the boundary for 4. Very difficult for the bowlers to save the ball from Amir Kaleem's bat, because he can hit anywhere. Cover point, extra cover, mid wicket, square leg, long off, long on.
One more appeal. Swing in the air. And it will be interesting to watch the replay here. And this time straight away he says, okay, I agree with you.
This fast bowler's normal, what you call habit of getting the appeals as soon as the ball hit the pads. And if it is near the bat or near the wicket,
a very watchful, a quick single. So far a good over compared to the previous overs bowled by Khalil and Amir Shah. Still searching for the first breakthrough.
there's a beautiful Oman Cricket Academy building covered by our cameraman. Superb work done. Beautifully bowled, beat the batter outside the off stump. So end of over number 4, 38 for not losing a wicket, Majees Titans. The man of crisis, the captain Sufyan Mahmud, brought himself into the attack, seeing the flurry of runs from the bat of Amir Kaleem especially. Sam once again down the leg side, loud appeal. Very, very clever bowler Sufyan Mahmud. Always among the wickets. Goes the first hat-trick of the T20 league played last week. Lot of wickets in his bag.
Change of pace. And where are you going, Amir? Slow was Sufyan. So in the last 8 deliveries, Shahbaz and now Sufyan Mahmud trying their best to keep Amir in check.
Generally, those deliveries normally push it toward the fine leg or the mid wicket or the square leg. But I think ball is keeping a bit low. And of course, he's mistiming those which has been a dot balls.
Sensible piece of batting. After playing 2 dot deliveries, this is where his experience comes into play. Where we have noticed early in this tournament and the previous edition also, whenever the batters used to play 2 or 3 dot deliveries, they try to go after the bowlers and in the process they just lose the wicket. But this is how you value your wicket. 2 dot deliveries, smart work by Amir to rotate the strike.
Sufyan Mahmud is such a good bowler. It is very difficult for the batters to hit him out. Once again into the slot. Very, very economical, very, very accurate Sufyan Mahmud. Very, very bright start for Majees Titans. Played it out by Vinod Sharma towards short mid wicket for the single. Tight over from Sufyan Mahmud as always. So joining me, Pannav Mehta. Pannav, what is the situation right now? 40 without loss, over number 5 is in progress. Majees Titan looks to be in good condition. Sufyan Mahmud's over. It's at close going to be a good one.
Certainly. I feel this is what they would have wanted to. Big shot, straight down the ground. This is very unusual, Amir Kaleem going straight down the ground. We were talking that Amir Kaleem doesn't like to go downtown. He would have heard it last night. Today, shutting us down.
I will call it the usual one, to be honest with you. He's always there for maximums. Mid-wicket region, square leg, extra cover, and this time long off. Perfect timing for the maximum. 5 overs done. 46 for no wicket, Majees Titans.
Shahbaz continues. 5 runs of his first over. A few very interesting LBW appeals as well, where Shahbaz was very animated. Does happen in this game of cricket, right?
Oh yes, especially the fast bowlers do have that appealing right, I'll say that, because they are trying to bowl their heart out for the deliveries, as Shahbaz did in the last over.
And sometimes you feel for these cricketers who are putting in their life and soul. Everything is at stake. They want to prove their potential. They want to prove their talent. They're working countless number of hours in the background. And then when they have that opportunity, they want to prove a point. And that's where all that animation comes. You want a decision in your favor. Whether it's out or not, does not matter. You just want it somehow. It's a moment of desperation from the player.
Definitely. For the bowlers as well, especially fast bowlers, do have that tendency rather. And of course, they do have right to do so. Coming towards the off stump.
What a wicket that is. Amir Kaleem, the big show. A couple of big appeals from Shahbaz in the previous over. On this occasion says that I don't need the umpire's assistance. I will do the job myself. Disturbs the temper. Amir out of the equation.
Rightly said. He was so animated in the last over, especially 2 appeals. But finally, he brought Amir Kaleem back to the dugout with the brilliant delivery, uprooting the stump. So first wicket for Majees Titan, 47 for 1. Shahbaz must be very much relieved getting his reward of Amir Kaleem's wicket. And this time Amir Kaleem has done little, I think early he wanted to scoop it, leave the wickets open, and the ball hit the timber. Wasim Ali, another brilliant all-rounder, is in now.
What a moment in this game. Wasim Ali comes to the middle. A lot of damage in this game has been done by Renaissance challengers themselves with the kind of extras that they have leaked. Amir Shah, 5 of them. The pacer, Hamd Ullah Khalil, he's conceded 6 of them, and that's where all that damage has happened to Renaissance challengers. But then they have found a way to come back from the bowling of Shahbaz, who's looked to keep things tight. Looking for a quick single, won't get it. Shahbaz is bowling a tight line under lights here at the Oman Cricket Academy. He wants to keep things tight. Just asking those right kind of questions. Shahbaz charging in once again from the Oman tail end. In search for a wicket, goes for the full delivery. Inside part of Wasim Ali's bat, that'll get him off the mark. And a quick single to mid-wicket. End of the power play, 48 for the loss of 1. Titans.
Sufyan will continue. He got a maximum from Amir Kalim in the first over. Otherwise, quite economical. It's a battle between Wasim Ali and Sufyan Mahmud. Wasim Ali come down the wicket, try to heave it, got the bottom edge of the bat through the fine leg boundary, 4 runs. He tried to attack right from the first ball he faced from Sufyan Mahmud.
And that is the right thing to do. Sufyan Mahmud, one of the strongest links of Renaissance challengers. If you can break the back of the strongest link, the king, the leader, half the job is done, and that's where it's so important that you score runs against Sufyan Mahmud. He's a miser. Likes to keep things tight. First over went for 8 runs. Once again, this is travelling very quickly towards the boundary. It will get to the boundary. Wasim Ali, one of the better friends of Sufyan Mahmud, but at the moment he's punishing Sufyan Mahmud.
Yeah, this one the more productive stroke after the 2 he played. This time nicely picked the gap through the offside for the second boundary. Very rarely we have seen Sufyan Mahmud has been hit like that. But what a shot Amir Kalim has played against him to beat that the maximum. One of the best shots of the day so far.
Fuller on this occasion. This tournament is very special in its own particular way. Especially because in the Oman T20, all these players were looking to get in the mix of things. But now, when they've peaked, they want to express themselves. They want to dominate the circuit. The Renaissance challengers, the Majees Titans. But most importantly, that side, Oman development team. Every player that is there in it has a point to prove, isn't it?
Definitely, yes. That's why they have developed that team of Oman development with players from both the teams who's been represented in national team in the before last years. Make it a strong one to give tough opponent to all these remaining 4 teams they do have. And now this tournament, Kokabura turf has been used in this tournament just to acclimatize the players. The ball which is going to be used in the World Cup. It's a very, very interesting move by the Oman cricket.
Certainly. And not just the Kukabura turf, yes, that is one of the factors. But apart from that, if you're talking about the center wickets, that makes a big difference as well. Because once they are playing on the center wickets, you get the right kind of boundaries, almost 70 meters, 70 to 75 meters on both sides of the wicket, and that's where anything and everything will not travel to the boundary. You'll have to hit it clean, and that's where the test is going to happen for most of these players. Slower delivery. Abhinav Sharma, who's very watchful this evening.
7 overs done, 60 for 1, Majees Titans. Another bowling change, it is Nadim Khan, who too was a very, very important member of the team. Majees Titans always looks to be slightly not comfortable against Nadim Khan. Brilliant bowler.
What I've really liked is the way Wasim Ali has contributed to the Majees Titans over the past couple of seasons. He's bridged that gap, which is filling in at number 3. And that's where he's been so important, very integral. Pushing for the second, won't get it on this occasion.
He is one of the main players of the Majees Titans, Wasim Ali. Lots of experience with him playing for Oman national team for so many years now. Shot pulled away between the 2 fielders. They only get a single out of it. Wide spread field there.
Fires it in once again, Nadim Khan. A single to deep square leg. This is something that you get with Nadim Khan. Keeps things tight.
Very economical, very, very intelligent bowler, Nadim Khan. Good delivery. Arm one coming into Abhinav Sharma. Just tried to chop that on.
Nadim Khan kept it tight, bowled a good over so far, and the final delivery goes to the boundary. Abhinav Sharma finally gets in the act. 8 overs done, 68 for the loss of 1, Majees Titans.
Saeed Ali is now brought in, another left arm spinner. Sorry, it's a right-hander off a spinner. First one. Very well fitted by on his own bowling.
Now every time there is an opportunity that Hanifullah gets against Majees Titans, he's been pretty much impressive, especially because the number of left-handers in the lineup of Majees Titans. Dancing down the track, I think there was a stumping opportunity to Usman, who's made a mess out of it.
Could have been, yes. He's fumbled with the ball and the batter came back into the crease. On to the back foot this time. Played it out by Wasim Ali. Once again picks the gap nicely, but fielder is there backward of point. A single only. Time just tucked around towards the long on for the single. Very good over from Hanifullah. Saeed Ali so far, given away only 2 runs. Nicely bowled. A very, very good over from Hanifullah. Saeed Ali. Just given away 2 runs. End of over number 9. 70 for 1 Majees Titans. Nadim Khan will continue. This time tried to smash it towards the mid-wicket boundary. Just 1 run. After the departure of Amir Kaleem, the run rate has been dropped a bit.
Yes, the bowlers, they have controlled the early damage. They have slowed down the things, but they need to find a way to break this partnership, because if these two settle, then they'll go after you. Poor effort from Khalil. Should have been a dot delivery, but he was all over that ball. A typical fast bowler standing at fine leg.
Yeah, they didn't bend down right in the time and the ball passed through him. And 4 valuable runs for Majees Titans. We're talking about no boundaries in the last couple of overs.
A welcome boundary. Played very late. A drastic change. The technique of Wasim Ali's batting. Now he looks to be in control whenever he comes out to bat. Especially keeping in mind, now he has been given the role to bat at one down position. And he is doing a wonderful job for them.
This time pulled away out of the offside off stump towards the fine leg boundary. 4 runs. That was a bad delivery through the square leg boundary for 4.
And that too, from someone like Nadim Khan. We expect him to bowl with those tighter line and lengths, but ordinary stuff from Nadim Khan. Easy picking for Sharma. Not 1, but 2 boundaries in this over for Majees Titans. One from Ali, the other one from Sharma. Not able to break this partnership.
Positive cricket, sensible cricket. 2 boundaries and then a single. Rightly done by these 2 batters.
Played very late. Another quick single. Good over. Going into the drinks break. Titans 82 for the loss of 1. Very economical. After the break, he will continue. Saeed Ali, wicketless. Just gave away 2 runs in his first over. 82 for the loss of 1. A partnership flourishing between Sharma and Wasim Ali. Finds the gap. Beautifully managed. Late cut. Getting those runs and timely boundaries. That has been the beauty of this partnership. It's not able to keep things tight. The previous over, couple of boundaries. Now another boundary to start the over number 11. Making room, inside out, chance. And he breaks the partnership, Saeed Ali. And Shehbaz Hussain makes no mistake at long off. It's a big wicket going down. It's a good news for Renaissance challengers. A tall off-break bowler. And somehow he always manages to win battle against Wasim Ali. Not the first time he got him, the domestic circuit. Taken. They are celebrating. He is convinced, so is the wicket keeper. And Adnan Khan. Late entry, but a quick exit for Adnan Khan.
Don't forget that hat-trick. Not too long ago, Hanifullah, Saeed Ali picked up a hat-trick. I think it was against the same opposition. And now 2 wickets in 2 balls. Wasim Ali was a part of that hat-trick. If you're not forgetting, Wasim Ali is the first victim now. Adnan Khan is the second one. Who's the third?
Few months back against Titans, it all started with that wicket of Gihan, then Vijay Ratne, then Wasim Ali. 3 left-handed batters. And the hat-trick wicket was of Wasim Ali. Now he started with Wasim, got better of Adnan Khan, and walks in. His Vinayak Shukla.
The big fish.
Slightly, he's turning the tide in favor of his side. What a comeback after going for that boundary. He forced Wasim to play. A big shot against Saeed, made room, but slow in the air was Saeed. And a good catch taken by Shehbaz. Now the second wicket of his own bowling. Diving forward to get rid of Adnan. Walks in Shukla. It's a hat-trick delivery.
Big moment. Certainly big moment. Hanifullah is in the side to pick up wickets. He makes it a habit to pick up wickets. And he's against the action-packed player, Vinayak Shukla. Shuffles across, beats the outside edge. Everything is happening here at the Oman Cricket Academy. Very lucky to still be there because that was a gem of a delivery from Hanifullah.
As a batter, if you're facing that hat-trick delivery, the first plan is just to play out that ball, trying to defend. You need to stop these runs. A quick single. You've got 2 back-to-back wickets. Put that pressure on the new batter, but instead, an easy run given away by the fielders inside 30-yard circle of the mark, Shukla.
Sometimes in life, you just play the names and not the players. You need to be playing the situation. 3 wickets down. The Titans were in certain pressure, and that's where the open field is allowing them to settle in. 11 overs done, 88 for the loss of 3. Titans. Nadim Khan, late cut. He's a busy player. Has not been in the mix of things, and with that poor footwork at short third, all that he's going to do is help in chasing the ball back to the bowler.
He looks very ordinary in this spell, Nadim Khan. Sometimes not getting that support from the fielder and straight away changing the field. Khalil, not known for his quick reflexes in the field, has been moved towards a fine leg.
That is unacceptable from a player who is 18, 19 years of age. You want to put in your best foot forward in terms of fielding. Goes in deep. Abhinav Sharma is a very busy player in the middle. He hasn't been amongst the runs, and that's where he's grinding himself today.
This is a very good opportunity, keeping in mind they have lost Amir Khalil and Wasim Ali. Now he needs to anchor this innings, because Vinayak Shukla is a kind of a player who loves to go after the bowlers.
Looking to nudge it around and pick up singles. Vinayak Shukla wants to settle in. What do you think is a good total on a wicket like this?
I think 170, it will give something for the bowlers to defend, and also the due factor it might come.
I'm a firm believer that I think that this game, because of the wind blowing all through the evening, chances of dew just slightly slow down.
Still under the lights, I think they need to go beyond that 160, 170. Yesterday they were lucky, I would say. Yes, credit should be given to Jan Shafiq and Abidullah, but in that final over, things did not started in their favour with that 5 runs conceded for no ball by Abid. Then he came back well. So anything around 160, 150, it won't be easy tonight, I believe, for the bowlers.
Looking for a boundary. Brilliant effort. Excellent stuff in the deep. But it's still going to be resulting in a boundary. Started with a boundary, finishes with a boundary. 11 runs from this over of Nadim Khan. 12 overs done, 1 shot of 100 for the loss of 3. Majees Titans. needed a wicket, gets a wicket. Abhinav Sharma was settling in for a big one. But Hanifullah Saeed Ali is known for picking up wickets at regular intervals. He's got a couple of them previous to this one. And this is going to be the third victim of his. And it's going to be the big wicket. A man who had settled in the middle, Abhinav Sharma. 99 for the loss of 4, Majees Titans. Khan. There is always a confusion whether it is Adnan, whether it is Abbas, but since Adnan is back to the dugout, this has to be Abbas. Hanifullah does pick up wickets in a cluster. He's got one. Very respectfully driven. How much of a difference does Hamad Ifraq make to the side? He's back in the side. They would have been missing him right at the top with the kind of intent that he has. What a delivery. Beating the outside edge. He's continuing to bowl those arm balls. On the leg and happy to rotate the strike at the moment is Abbas. Mudiba, 100 up for Majees Titans. Still over 7 overs to go. Have to get to 170, isn't it?
In the air, but just away from Hamad Ifraq. It's a good track to bat on. It has been a wonderful bowling performance. Bowling at the right channel. So now all eyes will be on Shukla. Played very late but straight towards the fielder. What an over. Tight over from Saeed Ali. Bowling a tight spell. Got 3 wickets. 13 overs gone. 101 for the loss of 4.
"17 runs of his first over. Syed Amir Shah was very expensive in the power play. But now that the threat is out, the middle order is being tested. Vinayak Shukla tonks him and talks him into the gap. They have had a plan, and the plan is not to allow Amir Shah to set.
He knows he is under pressure after giving a 17 in his first over. It's a comeback spell for Amir Shah, and straight away putting more pressure on Amir is Vinayak Shukla.
He's a very talented player, Syed Amir Shah, but needs to get fitter, needs to get very agile. And that'll only assist in his capabilities and his abilities to dominate. He's a very handy left-arm spinner, does tong the ball around, batting lower down. But then if he can add on to his fielding capabilities, that is what matters, isn't it?
Lots of expectations because he's a talented all-rounder who can bowl, who can get those wickets, and also he can get you those runs with the bat. And sometimes it's easy for us sitting in the comm box and to expect miracles from the players, but it's not easy, especially for the players coming from different part of the world and trying to make a career here. Not only in Oman, but also I have seen in UAE players staying away from the family members. It's difficult for the players. It looks good on TV, but backstage, it's all about struggle and sacrifice.
And that's what professionalism is all about. When you're paid to do something and you're paid well to do it, you're expected to perform those expectations. And that's where, if you're just not good enough on that day, the pressure will mount on you.
Absolutely. So what is expected is to give your best. Even it doesn't matter whether you had food or still waiting for the food. I'm trying my best to call this game. Still waiting for that food. It has been promised to us back by Pranav.
14 overs done, 108 for the loss of 4.
Bowling is final over.
And then coming back to our point, you don't expect players to put in their best, but what is expected is to be standing up to the standards of the event. When you're playing the highest level of cricket here in Oman, and we know that it is really good, you need to match that standards. Just like that one, Hamad Ifraq, coming from a holiday, just got married, but still putting in his best. And that's what you expect. I will always get testaments to my point, especially whenever there is Hamad Ifraq. He was so good in the T20.
Rightly said, got married just few weeks back, but still he has got those quick reflexes. Not afraid to put the dive. Played in the gap. Poor effort from Mirza. But coming back to your point, Pranav, it's very important. Yes, everyone has their own struggle, but when you were given an opportunity, not only on the field, even if you are sitting in the comm box, what matters is what you deliver. No one is bothered what you are going through in your life, but our job is to give our best, and that is how you make a name for yourself.
And that is what professionalism is all about. The world is not concerned with your problems. You have to leave it outside the door, or in this case, outside the ground. But once you walk into the ground, you're expected to deliver. You're expected to give in your absolute best. And it should be matching the standards of the venue. 15 overs done, 111 for the loss of 4, as we continue our debate about what's good and what's right.
Yes, you need to leave your problem outside the comm box, but when you have a friend like you sitting next to me, I expect you to solve my problem. It's almost 8 p.m. 15 overs gone. Nelson on board, 4 wickets down.
And the most important part is going to be staying that the last time you were complaining about adding on a few kilos, I'm just helping you lose a few kilos by delaying your food. 15 overs gone, 111 for the loss of 4. Titans. Shahbaz Hussain comes into the attack. He was exceptional right at the top. 7 runs and 1 wicket. That 1 wicket is a special one, isn't it?
He asked some serious questions to Amir Kaleem in his first over as well. And hard-working fast bowler. Tong toward that leg side. And he made a mistake. Amanullah Rafiqi, though he has taken a catch but not able to maintain his balance. 6 runs for Vinayak Shukla.
How expensive are these 6 runs going to be? It's a big wicket of Vinayak Shukla. Showcasing that he's human after all.
Wide, rightly said. At the end of the day, we all are humans, so we make mistakes. But at this level, this is what you mentioned few overs back, that we cannot expect them to be lazy on field. All we expect is them to perform well, give their best.
And that is where that effort from Hamdullah, no ball. This is tonged around for a maximum once again. It's going to be staying as a maximum. Vinayak Shukla is a handy striker of the cricket ball, and it's going to be even more expensive because this is a no ball from Shahbaz Hussain.
What a player he is, Shukla. In no time shifting the gear. Shahbaz, who was very economical in his first spell, bowled quite well to Amir Kaleem, but now against Shukla he's leaking runs.
Goes full, goes towards the leg side. It's just going to be one shot of the fielder at deep square leg. He's pushing for the second. Quick running between the wickets for Vinayak Shukla. He means business tonight. Last evening, did not get a lot of strike. Today, he's been promoted up to make sure that he has a few partners up his sleeve.
He's a star performer, Vinayak Shukla. Whenever the team is in trouble, he always delivers with the bat for his team. The right time, getting those runs. In 2 balls, he gave us 16 runs.
And it is the same bowler. Very lucky to still be alive there, Shahbaz Hussain. That ball was tonged from the bat of Vinayak Shukla, and it was travelling very quickly towards the head of Shahbaz Hussain, who manages to get out of the way of the quickly travelling ball. Very lucky there.
So far in 3 deliveries.
Once again pulled towards the leg side. Once again they're pushing for the second. On this occasion, Abbas Khan was the initiator. This is excellent running between the wickets. Great cricket from Majees Titan, especially in the 16th over.
Have you noticed the reaction of Shahbaz? Late to react was the fielder, but quick to react was Shahbaz. Not happy by that effort by the fielder in the deep. Trying to play it late. Now they are looking good to go beyond 160, 170. Vinayak Shukla batting the strike rate of 200.
29. And 1 wicket. All of a sudden, Shahbaz Hussain has conceded 22 runs in this over. He still has a ball to spare. Can he deliver? Full toss. Player holds on to it. Hanifullah, what an excellent catch under pressure. He's made a habit of picking up big wickets. He's got the wicket of Amir Kaleem and now the wicket of Vinayak Shukla. Can this change the course of the game? Shahbaz Hussain has delivered a beauty.
Even Mirza enjoyed that, Hamad Mirza, but what a catch, what a day he is having. Syed Ali, the off-break bowler, taking a stunner to get rid of a dangerous Vinayak Shukla, gone for plenty of runs. Trying to play towards the deep square leg. What a catch. The tall Syed Ali going down and takes a stunner. 16 gone to 133 for the loss of 5. The captain comes in and he appeals and straight away he got a wicket. Khan, he needs to depart. He was struggling to middle the ball. And Mahmud got better of Abbas Khan.
This is something that is a repeat telecast of yesterday. They lost wickets in a hurry towards the end. They were not able to stitch a partnership, and that's exactly what is happening once again here. 2 new batters in the middle. Aryan Bisht and Ubaidullah. Abbas Khan. Long struggle just comes to an end. Sufyan Mahmud, on a rare occasion, who has been expensive this evening, is looking to finish well.
It's highly impossible to predict things when Renaissance challenges they are on field. Just few overs ago they looked very ordinary in the field, but the stunner from Syed Ali and all of a sudden they're back in this game. The dangerous Shukla back in the head. So was Khan on the very first ball of this over. Walks in Ubaidullah.
And the problem is that now they cannot get going the way they would have wanted to. That expensive over from Shahbaz has resulted in a delight with that wicket of Vinayak Shukla. The party has come to an end, isn't it?
From a normal character to superhero, Shahbaz.
He's a blockbuster. If you have picked up the wicket of Vinayak Shukla with 24 deliveries to spare, I think that's a job well done. Credit to all those 22, 23 runs that he conceded in that over, but he picked up the big fish.
Running hard. Chance for the second. Slow off the block, Ubaidullah. Going for the third? No. How quickly things change in this game in the last few balls. The last 4 deliveries, they have lost a couple of wickets. Vinayak Shukla and Khan back in the hut. The right time, Mahmud she introduced himself and straight away making an impact by getting rid of Khan.
And let's not forget, yes, 22, 23 runs in that over of Shahbaz, but the very first delivery was a catching opportunity which should have been taken by Amanullah Rafiqi. So he's done decently. Big appeal, finger goes up. Aryan Bisht was looking to shuffle across and he struck right in front of the stumps. The poor form continues for Aryan Bisht.
Mahmud, he is in a mood to pick those wickets. Two batters in this over got right in front of the wicket. Easy decision for umpire Sagir. Seventh man goes out, 136 on board. Jan Shafiq, the new batter.
Sliding down the leg, will get a single. Sufyan Mahmud, as attentive as he is.
It's a marriage season, not only in India but also in Oman. And congratulations to Sufyan Mahmud and his family that we came to know. His sister recently got married, and I hope the celebrations went well for Sufyan Mahmud and for his family.
His entire 2 million followers would have congratulated him. The popularity of Sufyan Mahmud just 4 days ago.
2 million followers. Out of them, how many did he invited for that marriage? That is the big question we need to ask him.
Were you invited? Answer on the other side of the over. 17 overs done, 137 for 7. Hamd Khalil. Overs in line.
You are a local boy. It was the 6th of Jan, I believe. Did he invited you?
Oh, I can't say that on air.
It's so easy to ask others, but when it's your turn, we expect you to come up with an answer.
You never know that out of those 2 million, 60,000 views might be from my reel. In reality, in life, there is one thing to know somebody, and there is one thing to bond with that person. Now, Sufyan Mahmud, I've known him for a very long time. But then when it comes to family, I'm not a part of his family as such. And that's where we are great friends. But then if he ends up inviting each of those 2 million, imagine the costing of that event.
But you expect people to follow you, to like your post, then why not?
Expectations are always set high, isn't it? Abdullah Khalil, the young sensation, 18, 19 years of age, firing in from the Oman tail end. He's decently paced. Not express, but quick enough. And a very awkward action as well. That point of release, that makes a big difference.
And also the problem for Khalil, what I believe, playing for Renaissance, he need a role model or some experienced player, experienced fast bowler, just to guide him during this phase, during the games. I haven't seen the players talking to him during his spell, even if he goes for a wide. He's a young bowler, so he needs that guidance.
Looking for a big shot, doesn't get the good connection. It's just going to be a single to deep mid-wicket. Jan Shafiq wants to cut loose, but he's not really sure when should he start cutting loose.
Last 11 balls, all they could manage is just 6 runs and lost 3 wickets. Now these two, Jan Shafiq and Ubaidullah, they can strike big. It's just a matter of time. They can survive next couple of deliveries. The last two, you never know, they can get 20 or 25. Oh, sharp outside the off stump, beaten with the pace and movement.
If they can get 20 or 25, they'll be mighty happy and they'll take it with 2 hands. But at the moment, that 150 looks distant with the way Hamdullah Khalil and Sufyan Mahmud are bowling.
Onto the pads, uses his wrist, a tight over, good comeback by Khalil after he was wavered in his first over. Just 4 runs in his third, 18 gone, 141 for the loss of 7.
Sufyan Mahmud to bowl the penultimate over. This is the over that is going to probably make or break the back of Renaissance challengers, because Sufyan Mahmud, generally very economical, has been a little expensive in the first 2 overs, but then he's come back very strongly to pick up those 2 wickets. And now, Majees Titans if they want to get closer to 160, 165, they have to cut loose in this over. And that's where there's going to be an opportunity. Big shot. Jan Shafiq, powerhouse. Probably one of the longest sixes that we have seen this evening. Sufyan Mahmud doesn't like it. What a powerhouse Jan Shafiq is. Gets underneath it and just never looks to take it back. Wants to throw the kitchen sink. The kitchen sink has been blown apart. What a strike from the bat of Jan Shafiq. The strong lad is proving a point. 148 on the board. The second delivery of Sufyan Mahmud is tonged for a maximum.
Making room, change of pace, Sufyan running backwards.
Four fielders converging. Believe it or not, 4 fielders. None of them able to get to the ball. A lot of vacant real estate in Amrat. Sufyan Mahmud. He loves a battle. He's been presented with one.
Making late adjustments in the field, Sufyan. Way outside the off stump. Rightly called by Sagir. Runs are coming. 150 for the loss of 7. In the last 16 legal deliveries for Majees Titans. 3 wickets went down. In the air, away from Hamad Mirza, he is running in. He survived, just not able to pick that variation, slow one from Sufyan.
At the moment, Sufyan Mahmud would be thinking, do we have 9 fielders on the field? Because every ball is landing in a vacant real estate. 2 more deliveries in his spell. This is a no-brainer. This is going to be a slower delivery. It's going to be a leg cutter. Jan Shafiq is looking for a maximum here. Slower delivery. Leg cutter. 2 deep mid-wicket for a single. 150 is up for Majees Titans. They would want to get to 165 somehow.
Another couple of maximums, they'll go beyond 165. But a good comeback after going for maximum. He pulled his length back, dropped his pace, rolling his fingers, Sufyan. Ubaidullah. He'll be eyeing to go towards that leg side. The prediction in the comment box is a leg cutter. Fuller, thick outside edge. Lucky runs. There was a fine short third, backward deep point, but still manages to find the gap. A big over. The contest of the game. 19 gone, 156 for the loss of 7. The final over. Khalil to Jan Shafiq. Wanted to go towards leg side, but the ball going towards off. Fumble. Poor effort by Amir Shah. Not watching the ball, just running forward. Not a clean pickup. Result in couple of runs.
Alhamdulillah Khalil, 20 runs. Does not matter. What matters is these remaining 5 deliveries. You need that wicket of Jan Shafiq. Big shot, right from the meat of the bat, lot of height, sufficient distance. Jan Shafiq is dealing in maximums here at the Oman Cricket Academy. He's brought his power to the Oman Cricket Academy.
Reduce the pace, but just not rolling the fingers. It was an ordinary stuff from Khalil. It was landed the arc of Jan Shafiq, and he goes big for the second time in this innings. Valuable runs from the blade of Shafiq, 164 on board.
In the block hole, you miss, I hit is the theory of Hamdullah Khalil, and Jan Shafiq is going to be walking back to the dugout through the legs, and the timber has been disturbed. 8th wicket down for
Completely, But a good cameo from Jan Shafiq. Titans 164 for the loss of 8.
Abdullah. In a world of all-rounders, Abdullah is going to be straying as a bowler because Hamdullah is going to be sending Abdullah back to the dugout on the very first delivery.
He made it look so easy. It's a chilly night. A good catch taken by Saeed Ali. Back-to-back wickets. 164 for the loss of 9.
Hamilton Dale. He's going to be on a hat-trick. Hamdullah Khalil needs to realize that there won't be a better hat-trick opportunity than this because Hamilton Dale, towards the end, needs to look for a big shot. Fends it around, goes for the single. Will get Ubaidullah back on strike. 165 is what they were looking for. They get there with a ball to spare.
Smart work by Hamilton Dale, not trying to go for big shot. Sensible stuff. Final ball, Ubaidullah on strike. He has the tendency to get runs on the final delivery. In the block hole, just a single. Good comeback by Khalil in this over. And a good comeback by both the teams going into this break. I reckon both the teams will be happy what they have done in the first innings.
It all started with Amir Kaleem right at the top, who was going bonkers. And all those three top order batters were able to accumulate runs. Abhinav Sharma got 30, Amir Kaleem 25, Wasim Ali 25. Vinayak Shukla in the middle got 34, but not a lot of contribution towards the end. That's where they were probably restricted to 166. They would have wanted to get in excess of 175, and that was restricted because of the bowling efforts. 2 wickets apiece for Hamdullah Khalil, Shahbaz Hussain and Sufyan Mahmud, but the pick of the bowler for me, Hanifullah, with those 3 wickets. We'll take a short break. In the com box on the other side is the chase.
He has timed that one well. Catches the ball straight in.
Beautiful ball.
Edged away. Yes, it is. He has timed that one well. Catches the call straight in.
Charging in Abidullah. Big shot, straight down the ground. What a strike is that? Unbelievable strike. In his arc, and he never looked to keep it down. Asif Khan Patan means business. Few technical glitches here. Don't have the right visibility, but what a stroke from Ahmad Mirza, getting to the pitch of the ball and hitting it through the line. We do know that what kind of an impact he can make. And at the moment, the way he's swinging the bat, he looks to make a big impact. Joining me in the com box, Jamil Zaidi. Jamil bhai, what a start to the innings for Renaissance Challengers.
Confident looking start from Ahmad Mirza. Stiff target, 165. What is Ahmad Mirza? The player of quality of Ahmad Mirza and Asif Khan is there. If they can play the way Ahmad Mirza has played in the last couple of matches, and today also the first one, he has brilliantly through the long on boundary for 4. He can reach the target of 165. They do have a very good bowling lineup, Abidullah especially. Trying to play onto the offside. Once again got the bottom edge of the bat. Lucky not to chop down.
And the way they have started with the kind of intensity, with the kind of impact. Looking for a quick single, won't get it. Asif Khan Patan is not one of the quickest between the wickets, but promoting him right up the order is a great intent. End of over number 1. An action-packed over from Abidullah. Himal Chandel comes into the attack from the Oman tail end. He's one of those swing bowlers. Does hit the deck hard. Decent pace behind his bowling as well. All in all, he's an impactful bowler. Late swing into the arc. Quick single to get Ahmad Mirza back on strike. If they can get to somewhere around 40, 45 without losing a wicket or with losing 1 wicket, I think they have got a great start.
Yes, that should be an ideal one.
Himal Chandel, shot and played to deep square leg for a single. Tandil. Once again, back of length. The biggest problem that Ranaj's challengers are going to be facing from the bowling of Hemal Tandil is that line and length that he holds on to. That good length area. You'll have to manufacture runs against him. Tandil charging in. And he sticks around that good length area. You'll have to hit him through the line from that area. That's the concern. Hemal Tandil just a couple of runs from this over. Would want to make it very exciting for Majees Titans. I feel that they're probably 10 runs, 15 runs short from where they would have wanted to be. What do you think? What do you make of this total?
The issue is that both Tandil and Abidullah are super fast bowlers. It's not very easy for the batter to hit them out always, except for Ahmad Mirza, who played a beautiful shot against Abidullah.
And for the excitement of the tournament, you would want Renaissance challengers to win this game, to keep the tournament alive. Majees Titans have already beaten ODT yesterday. And that is where, to have a very controlled, balanced, well-distributed table, you would want Renaissance challengers to win this one. Outside edge and just falling short of the wicket keeper. So just a couple of runs from that over of Hemal Tandil. 12 without losing a wicket at the end of 2 challengers.
Abidullah will continue to bowl his second over. 1 over cost him 9 runs, which is very unfamiliar as far as the Abidullah is concerned. This is damn accurate pace as well and movement also, being the left armer. So beautifully played once again, straight to the fielder at short cover.
And this is not a likely vision for a fast bowler, to have a long on, to have a deep square leg. But that is because of the power of Asif Khan Patan. And that is where Asif Khan Patan would want to realize his potential. That if he can slash and slash hard, even an outside edge will go flying past the third for a boundary. And that is where he can afford to be very effective. Hurrying in line. We'll have to reload this one.
He's trying to generate pace, and because of that he's losing his length and line.
And that is where the problem is. Abid cannot bowl outside the off stump. Because if he bowls outside the off stump, it is always going to be too risky.
He's been asked to bowl outside the off stump because most of the players they have put on already on the onside except the one. We have a short fine leg and a deep mid wicket right on the fence. Once again, into the batsman arc. Played it out nicely. He has got the pace for now. Unless it's a short delivery or you can come a fuller or it is something over pitch delivery or a puller one. That can be hit nice. The way he hit the first one.
And even though he's young, he does have the experience. He has the younger brother. He's the younger brother of Bilal Khan. And that's where Bilal Khan would have spoken about great things that have happened to him around. Bowling a tight line as Abidullah at the moment.
This is what I'm talking to you, that if he's bowled within the stump, it is very difficult for him to play onto the offside or to the onside, uppishly.
And that's where he needs to be, between the stumps. Because that is where you will have to manufacture a shot. But if he's spraying just a little bit outside the off stump, Asif Khan Patan should have the authority to hit him over the top. Because even the slightest of outside edge on most occasions will carry over the third fielder. And that'll be runs.
Then you have to collect one thing, that Abidullah is bowling left arm spinner outside the off stump, the right hander. Ball is angular towards the batter. Look at that one. It was going outside the off stump. If you try to hit it, either it will be top edge, go to the third man, or it may be go for the caught behind.
Now this is going to be a very interesting encounter. If he goes a little bit wide of the off stump, Ahmad Mirza is the right kind of batter to punish him. He loves the offside and is still going to continue with the right kind of field that he set for Asif Khan Patan. Long on and deep square leg. He's having a look at the field. He's still not very sure. Still not sure. Sure enough. Long on and deep square leg. Ahmad Mirza. And that is what exactly I was talking about. A little bit of width on the offside. Ahmad Mirza is going to be punishing him. And that is what the prize is going to be costing for Abidullah.
The difference between Ahmad Mirza and Asif Patan is different. You know, Ahmad Mirza is a very solid batter, always going for the shots that is asked to be done by the bowler himself. But Asif Khan, of course, not in the form, to be honest with you. And because of that, he doesn't have that confidence as Ahmad Mirza has got that confidence.
The problem is that Ahmad Mirza is a very calculative player. And he has the form behind him. Especially from that Asia Cup where he played that astonishing knock against India. From there, he's a firm believer of his talent. There is one thing to have that talent, and it's another one to execute that talent to perfection.
Not only that, he always got some runs, even in T20 also. But of course, that was a top-class batting from him. And that definitely gives their confidence sky high. He and Amir Kalim both.
This has to be much straighter from Abidullah. Dancing down the track. He's dealing in boundaries. Slightest of width just outside the off stump. Much fuller from Abidullah. Not learning the lesson. And Ahmad Mirza, with the kind of player that he is always going to be punishing Abidullah. 3 overs done. Back-to-back boundaries for Ahmad Mirza. 22 without losing a wicket. Challengers. Tandil, short of length, pulled in the air. And a single to get Asif Khan Patan on off strike. Chandel. This is going to be very interesting because Hamad Mirza is a genuine opener. Very effective right at the top. Back of lane, then that is where Hemal Chandel is going to be testing the quality of Hamad Mirza. There's going to be fire versus fire.
He's a more quicker Hemal Chandel. He's trying to attack mid lane off.
Needs to connect one. That's what he needs to do, Hamad Mirza. To move Hemal Chandel from that good length area. Once again, he's happy to be there at the good length area. Needs to do something different. Maybe go deep in his crease. Maybe charge down the wicket. That is what you need to do against Hemal Chandel.
The problem is that you are not carrying your good form from last so many matches. So Asif Ali Khan is really struggling to get his form back. And for that he has to stay on the wicket, get some 30-40 runs in his name so that he can get the confidence. He is a swashbuckling batter, if you remember a couple of seasons back. But after that he is not coming to the mark, not getting runs for his team. Beautifully played, this time lovely.
Looking for the second, won't get it though. Just a single. Happy to be dealing in singles. Probably they understand that Hemal Chandel can be respected because Abidullah will leak runs. Once again, on the money, on the mark, Hemal Chandel. Hemal Chandel bowling a brilliant spell here. Much fuller, beautifully driven. Amir Kaleem, as fit as he is only going to be allowing them to get a single. Brilliant over from Hemal Chandel comes to an end. Jan Shafiq comes into the attack, starts off with the dot ball. They need a wicket here. They need the wicket of Hamad Mirza primarily.
Jan Shafi, a very, very handy all-rounder, I'll say.
What an incredible shot! Back of length. And I'm not really sure where he lined up for that shot. Maximum for Hamad Mirza.
Just go the bit little back, and from there, from the meat of the bat, watch.
Quick single to mid-off. This is what champion players do. A big shot and then immediately after that rotates the strike.
What an amazing shot, Panna. Absolutely brilliant. Just with the pace of Jan Shafi, just gone back a bit and on the up, played that towards the cow's corner for the maximum.
This is where Jan Shafiq would want to be a little unpredictable. Lovely drive straight to Wasim Ali. Won't be wrong in saying that Asif Khan Patan is struggling in the middle at the moment. "25 of 18, Hamad Mirza. 5 of 10, Asif Khan Patan." Back of length, and Asif Khan Patan was looking to go after it, not able to make an impact.
There is some pre-planned shot Asif Khan liked to play. He attempted, the ball was outside the off stump, intended to play it to the miss wicket. And Jan Shafi, I think he realized that he's going to hit him. Just put it slightly away from his bat, outside the off stump.
They need a wicket here. Looking for a big shot, inside part of the bat. The ball is travelling very quickly towards the boundary. It will get to the boundary. A lucky boundary to calm the nerves of Asif Khan Patan, who was looking very, very nervous in the middle.
I'm sure with that boundary, his confidence will be a little more higher. End of over. End of over number 5.
Tandale, quick single. And this is smart cricket because 37 on the board without losing a wicket. Hemal Tandale bowling his third over. I think it will be smart if they can allow Hemal Tandale to pass through.
I think that's what they are taking singles off Hemal Tandale's bowling. But one in all Hamad Mirza has played so far, especially the last maximum. It was treat to watch. Absolutely stunning.
I feel now is when Hemal Tandale will be looking to go short to Asif Khan Patan. And it will be smart of Asif Khan Patan, who scored 9 of 12 deliveries, to allow Hemal Tandale to get out of the attack. Quick single, will get it.
It's not timing it well, actually, Asif Khan, really.
Tandale. He's controlled this game for Majees Titans from one end, when everybody else has been so expensive. Abidullah, not effective. Shafiq Jan, not effective. But then Hemel Tandale, 15 deliveries, just 8 runs. Yes, he's not picked up a wicket, and that is why he's continued into the spell.
To me, he's the main strike bowler for Majees Titans in the T20 matches we have seen. He's always trying his best to get some wickets, and top of it, not to give much runs. Time for Majees Titans to get a breakthrough at this stage of the game, where things looks to be good for Innings challengers.
This is the wicket that they are looking for. They're looking for the wicket. Lucky escape for Asif Khan Patan. Wonder where was he going?
He got run out in the last T20, I remember, in a similar fashion. Just rush for the run, and somebody has direct throw and get rid of him.
Merry-go-round for Asif Khan Patan. I really feel that if Asif Khan Patan can just survive and let this phase pass away, bring his power game against the spinners, you just never know. Looking for a quick single, won't go on this occasion. Asif Khan Patan. It's a lot of yes, lot of no's in the middle.
Seems to be a good contest, I believe. As long as these two are there. Hamad Ifraq is also joined them in this tournament also. So he's also a good batter. Actually, issue for the Innings challenger is in middle order, which is not clicking at all. And whenever the middle order clicks, they are winning the matches.
Change of bat for Hamad Mirza.
He had that magnificent six with the same bat. I don't know this tendency people now. Huh? He is batting so well with the same bat. Hit that magnificent maximum. And couple of beautiful boundaries. Still he likes to change the bat.
Maybe he might have just chipped it, or maybe broken the bat. And that is where the umpires are allowing him to change the bat. If the bat was okay, I'm almost certain that the umpires wouldn't have allowed him to change it.
Nowadays, umpires are very much strict on those things, changing the bat time and again, unless the bat is broken or gone out of shape, then only they're allowed to change.
And just with that, you would see Umpire Hari making sure that he tells Hamad Mirza what's happening here. Why aren't we rushing through the proceedings? He's got a new bat and he doesn't look very satisfied with this bat as of now. What does the new bat have to offer?
Let us see who is going to have a maximum or a boundary, or the other way. No, they go for the single.
One thing is certain, that bat sounded really, really nice. Just 3 runs from that over of Hemel Tandale. 6 overs done. End of the power play. 40 without losing a wicket. Renaissance challengers. I think they have done well.
Jan Shafi brought back into the attack once again. He has conceded 11 runs in the very first over. He is now really charging up.
Quick single to long on. You don't see that too often. But there's a lot of urgency. Because for a moment, both the batters felt as if Jan Shafiq is going to be intervening that ball. In search of their first wicket is Majees Titans. But to their credit, they've managed to keep things tight. Full toss and driven between both those fielders on the offside. A moment of happiness for Asif Khan Patan because probably this is his first boundary that has come from the meat of the bat.
There was a full toss. Placement was perfect between the bowler and the long off. He is a very strong led, powerful hitter. But unfortunately not with the runs in this season so far.
I really feel that is going to be changing today. He's been very cautious today to start off. Gets to run a ball 14 with that boundary. I think he's been very smart today to understand that his power game can be even more effective after the power play. What do you think?
Let's hope and see. I want him to survive at least 15 overs. But now then, of course, yes, I agree with you. He can go for his... This time tongued away beautifully. But just fell in before the boundary line, 4 runs.
Where do you want him to survive? He wants to dominate the proceedings in the middle. Asif Khan Patan is known as the powerhouse of Renaissance challengers. A lovely, elegant drive on the covers and now back of length and tonged straight over mid-on for a boundary. He's in the mood.
Well, I think all the team must be looking at him to get some runs for him today because he is such a master blaster of the ball. But only thing is that he has to come up. A long innings required from him, 50-60 runs. Wow, what a shot. Absolutely brilliant. If we were talking about just Brian Lara style shot towards the square leg boundary for 4.
Even before Brian Lara, the Kapil Dev, it's called the Nataraja shot. One knee in the air and flicked it towards the long leg using the pace of the bowler. Asif Khan Patan, you beauty, 3 boundaries in a row. All of a sudden, Jan Shafiq is in serious trouble, doesn't know what to do.
Absolutely. He has been stunned with the brilliance of Asif Khan. And if Asif Khan continues to play like this, I'm sure Renaissance Challenger will definitely coming closer to the total of Majees Titans.
Fierce stuff from Jan Shafiq. And all those 3 boundaries. First, it all started with that classy elegance. Not a lot of foot movement, but good hand-eye coordination through the covers. All of a sudden, Jan Shafiq decides to go short. He uses his power to tonk it over mid-on for a boundary. And the third one, the best of the lot, using the pace of Jan Shafiq, who's looking to stick around the back of length area. And now what Hamad Mirza needs to do is just play some intelligent cricket and stay along with Asif Khan Patan. 7 overs done. 55 without losing a wicket. Renaissance challengers as Amir Kaleem is looking to come into the attack. Amir Kaleem coming into the attack from the Oman tail end. Probably one of the most tricky left-arm spinners that are available in Oman, isn't it?
One of the, you can say, yes. We have Wasim Ali, we have Osman Afridi. Sam played it out onto the short leg for the single. So many left-arm spinners. Shehzad is there, Nadim is there. But of course, he is a bit different from them. Almost similar to the little dynamite Shakil Khan.
And what is so special about Amir Kaleem is the way he's maturing Wasim Ali. Looking to make room, and that is why I was talking so highly about Amir Kaleem. The way he watches the batter, he knows what the batter is looking to do.
Experience all behind Amir Kaleem's. Brilliantly played. I think it's good that we go for the single rather than going for the risky shot. The one he tried to play at the last delivery, leaving the wickets open and try to cut Amir Kaleem. Any armour will get rid of the wickets. Cut nicely. With the single.
I really like the way Wasim Ali is maturing under the leadership and guidance of Amir Kaleem. I've been following Wasim Ali for a few years now, but the way he's matured, the way he's converted into a superstar in the last 2 years, a lot of credit has to be given to Amir Kaleem, isn't it?
Of course, being the captain of the team, yes, he must be trying to tell him that what occasion, how you have to bowl, and what occasion, how you have to bat. So, end of over number 8 rather, 59 for no wicket, United challengers.
We are talking about Wasim Ali, and immediately you will be able to see visuals of Wasim Ali. The tall left-hand all-rounder. Look at the way he releases the ball, great flight. This is something that was not very visual of Wasim Ali. His quality as a left-arm spinner has only grown in stature by miles in the last 2 years.
To get the singles.
I remember mentioning probably a year and a half back that Wasim Ali is a batting all-rounder. Still not a genuine all-rounder. He's not great with the bowling. That has changed. Now, he's very effective. Not only with the bat, but with the ball. His fielding was always exceptional. And then, when you're talking about his batting prowess, with him batting at number 3 here in Majees Titans, I think that has allowed him to settle in and take the game deep, take the game big. And that is where he's taken so much of responsibility. He's done so well.
He has played how many?
Absolutely. A big role has to be of Oman cricket. There is no two thoughts about it. The way they nurture the young talents under the leadership and guidance of Mr. Dilip Mendes is ever so valuable. One of those players is Aryan Bisht, isn't it? They're investing in him.
Exactly. The find of the season, I believe that, and he has proved it.
And now is when he'll be even more hungry. Looking for a big shot. Wasim Ali goes through the legs of Hamad Mirza, who's looking to get a boundary. And all of a sudden, the wicket of Hamad Mirza puts a lot of pressure on Renaissance Challengers. Just 3 runs from that over. And just when we were appreciating the quality of Wasim Ali, he removes Hamad Mirza out of the equation. First wicket down for Challengers.
He is a very, very smart left-arm orthodox bowler. Get rid of Hamad Mirza is just a very big achievement for the title. So 9 overs done, 62 for 1. Amir Khalib continue to bowl, and what an important wicket has been taken by Wasim Ali. Hamad Mirza was cutting loose, and they finally get rid of him. Wicket number 1 back to the dugout. And what an important wicket it was for Majees Titans. He was looking so dangerous, Hamad Mirza.
Just 4 runs from that over of Amir Khalil, and then only 3 runs coming from that over of Wasim Ali. All of a sudden, the pressure was on the batters. And that's where that brain-fade movement to look for a big shot from Hamad Mirza.
Pressure again mounting back onto these batters. Coming down the wicket. But straight to the long on for the single. Couple of overs like Amir Kalim's one and Wasim Ali's one really put pressure on these Renaissance batters to go on freely as Hamad Mirza and Asif Khan was playing. Coming down the wickets, and it's a wicket for Amir Khalim. We're talking about it. It really stuck once again, and that is of course wicket number 3. That is Asif Khan.
They control the game with those 2 left-arm spinners in the middle. Wasim Ali got the back of Hamad Mirza, and Amir Khalim now gets the back of Asif Khan Patan, and all of a sudden 2 wickets down. Renaissance Challengers at 64 are reeling in trouble. They need some time to re-strategize, and it's time for drinks.
Amir Karim once again. One run. What an important wicket from Amir Karim of Asif Khan and Wasim Ali of Hamad Mirza. Both looking good. Singles, of course, coming in this over. 10 overs done. It is 65 for 2. Renaissance challengers. Wasim Ali, what an over he has got. 1 over. Get rid of Hamad Mirza. Just 3 runs. Played it out for the singles. Wasim Ali, we're talking about him. He has groomed himself. A very, very good all-rounder for the national team.
The run rate creeping up here, though they have lost this couple of wickets, but after the power play, they're just not able to keep the things going, the batting of Renaissance. Complete 360-degree change in Wasim Ali.
Yes, we were discussing with Pannav also. From last 1.5 years, he's totally changed himself into a top-class all-rounder.
Confident looking Wasim Ali with the bat as well as with the ball. A slight fumble. What an over in progress. I think in the last few overs they have just lost the plot.
Losing Hamad Mirza and Asif Khan, of course, dented their charge, because both Hamad Mirza and now Asif Khan was getting boundaries in almost all the overs they have played. Wow, look at that beautiful delivery from Wasim Ali. He tried to cut, going back foot, and his stumps were uprooted.
I like the captaincy of Amir Karim, though left-handed batter has been promoted, still sticking with Wasim Ali, and Wasim Ali got better of Nadim Khan. He was forced on the back foot and he missed the line. Wicket stumbling down here. (11 over 67). They need 1 or 2 big overs. Sufyan Mahmud coming up the order. No sign of Hamad Ifraq yet.
Maybe I think they rested him to come after next after Sufyan Mahmud, because he'll not be in touch, possibly because of that. Otherwise, he's a very good batter. Usman Ali also very quiet. 8 deliveries and just 3 runs. You are talking about the wickets that is coming, tumbling down. Once again, Sufyan Mahmud, the reckless one, played too early into the hands of long off. Wicket number 4 back to the deck out.
So if you have that skill, it doesn't matter whether it's a right-hand batter or left-hand batter out there in the middle. So 2 quick wickets going down from a strong position. Now they are feeling the heat. 68 on board. 4 wickets down. Amir Kaleem did not got many runs in the first inning, but now contributing with the ball.
He is a genuine all-rounder, to be honest with you. If he is not doing something with the bat or ball, he will do something in the fielding as well. Look at that effort. I don't think so any other player of the age of Amir Kaleem can do that.
Even Pranav Mehta, who is too younger to Amir.
Absolutely, he is more brilliant than him. Flying out with the singles, I think, is not in the favor of Renaissance Challenge. They'll have to look for the maximum and for end of over number of Amir Kaleem.
Hamad Ifraq on strike. Go straight. What a hit. He's back. Got married last month, but still looking good. The third ball he faced. In fact, it was Usman Ali Shah. I just got carried away, not Hamad Ifraq.
Well said. Finally, maximum has come, that's all. End of the day. That's the another one. I think it was just came very close to the fielder, but fall before the fielder came and took.
Now he is on strike, Hamad Ifraq. Connects and played towards deep square leg, and his back, as we all know, he got married last month. So best wishes to Ifraq and his partner. Wishing them wonderful and peaceful life ahead, and may God bless this couple. Now he needs to get runs.
Cut nicely between the two fielders, and finally a boundary has come. That was very, very short, and not the time for Hamad Ifraq now, rather Usman Ali Shah to play that shot and got boundary.
focus is on Hamad Ifraq. That is why we are just getting carried away. But runs are coming from the blade of Usman Ali Shah. A maximum now a 4. Using the feet, just a single.
Usman Ali Shah also is a very good batter. He has got a couple of good knocks in the last T20. And today also is showing the class that he is such a fine batter. That maximum in the boundaries, of course. This time once again tried to heave it. Got the bottom part of the bat. And hammer turned from the square leg, printed back to the wicket keeper. So end of over number 13, 84 for 4, Renaissance challenger.
Two left-arm orthodox in tandem, doing a wonderful job. Kaleem and Wasim Ali making room, played towards long off. Almost the run rate is around 12 runs per over. After a solid start, nothing much happening for them in the middle overs.
They do have a very good opening start between Hamad Mirza and Asif Khan. About 60 runs they have scored. And from then on, after the losing of wicket of Hamad Mirza, they lost Asif Khan. And then, of course, the flurry of the wickets. 2 more wickets fell down in the span of just 2-3 overs. Put the match in the kitty of Majees Titans.
Second time in a row they are looking good to defend the total in this tournament, Majees Titans. He makes room, follows the batter, and what a shot. One bounce, 4 runs.
Brilliant one. Picked the gap between the mid wicket and the cow's corner. Left to check. It's a boundary, brilliantly played. This is the first boundary we have seen from the Amir Kaleem's bowling. Coming down the wicket once again. And it's hit over to the long on boundary for the maximum. Brilliant one coming down the wicket. With full force of the ball, Usman Ali Shah is now loosening up. End of over number 14. 97 for 4. Renaissance challengers. Not a good outing this match for Jan Shafi. Given away 26 runs in 2 overs. Samir want him to come back again. And try to get any one of those two, Usman Ali Shah and Hamad Ifraq. Usman Ali Shah played 2 wonderful shots in the last over. Particularly that maximum was a bullet.
Full toss. With that single, 100 comes up.
Brilliant run over the head of the extra cover. 4 runs. Suddenly flare up from the batting of Renaissance challengers. And all through the bat of Usman Ali Shah. Brilliantly hitting boundaries and sixes in the last 2 overs.
The hero from the previous game, Jan Shafiq, going for runs, that too plenty of runs, wicketless so far. All hopes on Usman Ali Shah. Still 63 needed. In the block hole. So just a single. But credit should be given to the spinners. The way they bowled, Wasim and Captain Amir. That was the phase, I think, game just slipped out of the hands of the batting side.
Absolutely, yes, you're absolutely right. Not only they bogged down the run rate, but also got the wickets in between to Amir Khalil and Wasim Ali. Once again, played it out through the extra cover. Then they got 2.
$15 overs, 107 for the loss of 4. Going very slowly here, the batting side. A beautiful piece of timing. Finds the gap. It has been a one-way traffic. When we talk about the runs, it's coming from the blade of Usman Ali Shah. And coming slowly in the com box is Pranav Mehta. Welcome back.
Aren't we all addicted to that song? 2 of my favorite artists performing that wonderful song. I'm still stuck with it. And stuck with something is Usman Ali Shah, 37 of 22. Moving on to Nelson. He wants to make a big impact on this game. Everything is traveling like a trace of bullet from the bat of Usman Ali Shah. Can he finish the game? That's going to be the question.
He needs the support from the other end as well. You cannot expect Ali to get remaining runs. Ifraq, run a ball 9. And he's a kind of a player, Usman Ali Shah, who never came in that spotlight. Always performs with the bat for his side. Got runs in the previous edition of Oman T20. Coming back after a long vacation, Hamad Ifraq just trying to get that feel, but time running out for Renaissance. 54 more in 27.
The required run rate is just around 12. 6 runs of the first 3 deliveries, so they are spot on with what the requirement is. Let's give it to Hamad Ifraq, just newly married. Misses the ball, all ends up. Hamilton Dale has been exceptional this evening.
Lack of concentration, do you mean? Just coming back after vacation, got married?
Not really. If you know Hamad Ifraq, I really want to say that he's left his family behind and his focus is 100% on the ground. But it's so difficult to say it. He's just got married.
They did not got that information, I believe. Got newly married and wasting no time, he came back to Oman with his family. His wife watching this game, she's in the stands watching closely the proceedings of this game, praying for his husband, praying for his team, his husband's side, Renaissance Challengers.
Oh, what have you done here? Hamilton Dale. Probably the ball slipped from his hand. It's pitched outside the wicket, so it's a no ball immediately. That's the call from the umpire, Hurry. It's going to be a free hit. It's going to be an opportunity for Usman Ali Shah, who was always looking to make every ball a free hit.
Hand goes up and that signal. States that's a no ball. Around 14, can he get a maximum? Top edge, flies over the wicket keeper. And a maximum. Thick outside edge and he gets a full runs.
2 ways to get a maximum. One, get the middle of the bat, make it sail towards long on mid-wicket. Other one is to get a thick outside edge, use the pace of the bowler and make it fly over the wicket keeper. Usman Ali Shah chooses the second one and they both work. Both yield half a dozen runs and very effective, moves on to 44 of 26. Usman Ali Shah is not done yet.
What a knock he's playing for his side. 13 so far.
13 and a ball to spare. They need 12. Guides it to third. And will get a single to keep strike for the next over. 14 runs from that over of Hamilton Dale. He's done 23 of his 4 overs. He hasn't picked up a wicket. 121 for the loss of 4 at the end of 16. What a moment in this game. 46 required of 24. Renaissance challengers are still wagging their tail. Abdullah comes into the attack. Starts off with a single. This is going to be the important phase, the 17th and the 18th over. I think these 2 overs will decide the fate of the game.
Especially this one. It's not easy to take on Abdullah. They need to be very smart. Add another 8 or 9 in the next 5. So 37 in the last 3. Gettable, but you cannot afford to lose a wicket now in this over. Ifraq. And he lost his wicket, trying to be innovative. And straight into the hands of Tandil. The struggle for Ifraq comes to an end.
Big moment, very, very big moment. In this game, Hamad Ifraq is out of the equation. Wasn't able to find the middle of the bat, and that's where it's a blessing in disguise for Renaissance challengers. In comes the big striker, Amir Shah. Half the side back in the dugout. They wouldn't mind because they still need runs in these remaining 22 deliveries. And that's where wickets are not a point of consideration. 122 for the loss of 5. Abdullah has done what was required. Big shot, outside edge. Tandil underneath it. Tandil spills it. Abdullah did everything right. Bowled the slower delivery. Allowed Amir Shah to believe that he can tonk one. Got the outside edge. Skied it up straight to Tandil, who didn't have to move much. But still not able to get a wicket, Abdullah.
Took a good catch. Couple of deliveries ago now. Tandil putting a sitter. Survives Amir Shah. The good news is Usman on strike. A death over specialist. Abdullah. The way he contained those remaining 7 after he gave away that first ball of the over, the final over in the previous game. It was a no ball, 4 runs, a champion bowler.
Wonder what is so special in that family of Bilal Khan that is producing left arm pacers after left arm pacers. Trying to hold on to his breath, Abdullah. Firing in. Right in the block hole, struck very straight. Ball is travelling very quickly. And just quick enough to beat that fielder at long on. Amir Shah is a handy striker. Gets a much needed, valuable boundary at the right time.
What a strike from Amir Shah. Did not have a good outing with the ball. But when runs are needed, the right time, he got that boundaries. Still a decent over. 39 of 19.
Slower delivery out of the arc of Amir Shah. Will have to reload this one. 8 runs of this over. They would want a boundary more, isn't it?
If you can get a boundary, it means on the final ball, they'll get 5, already considered a wide. So far, they have got 8, if boundary. So they will maintain that 12 runs per over run rate, which is needed for Renaissance challengers. A fight back on the back of Ali Shah.
Watch out for the cow corner. Out of the arc. It's gone very high up in the air. Fielder coming underneath it. Aryan Bish doesn't drop many. Holds on to this one. Amir Shah is going to be departing back as the sixth victim of Renaissance Challengers.
Thinking fast bowler, Abidullah. Drop in pace. And he foxed Amir Shah. Short stay for Shah. Another wicket goes down in this over. 17 overs done, 129 for the loss of 6. Three overs, 38. Do they have that firepower?
The question you want to ask is, does Usman Ali Shah still have it in himself to take his team across the line? Because that's where the responsibility is going to be.
Ooh.
Full on the pads, sliding down the leg, and that's where they'll scamper for a single.
If you remember the T20 final, in the last 4 overs, 40 odd runs were needed for IS Invincibles. It was Raza and Shahzad Rahim got those runs. Do they have someone like Shahzad Rahim who can come down the order and get those quick runs? Shahbaz Hussain, we haven't seen much of Hussain with the bat.
He's a handy bat. He can bat. But he's not the kind of batter that you would want in the middle when your team needs somewhere around 35, 36 in the last 3 overs. Timber disturbed. Straight and full from Jan Shafiq. No celebrations whatsoever because it was just a regulation wicket for him.
He can bat, but not tonight. The first Fuller. Ordinary cricket. Need to rotate the strike. Trying to be the hero. Shahbaz departs. Wicket tumbling down. Coming in quickly. The new batter.
I think it is Amir Akram who's come to the middle. Hasn't bowled, so I think he has to be a batter.
A batter who bats at number 9.
You never know. In this game of cricket, weird things happen. That was very handy, very classical. Good use of the wrist.
Wow.
You're from Hyderabad. Tell me more about it.
Is Amir Akram also from Hyderabad? Because when we talk about players using those wrist, so pleasing to the eyes whenever we watch a player get runs, playing very late, showing some class. It reminds me of Muhammad Azharuddin and VVS Lakshman.
VVS Lakshman, a name that the Australians don't want to hear with the way he flicks. What a shot. Straight down the ground. Travels like a trace of bullet to long off. It's coming from the meat of the bat of Usman Ali Shah, who's moved on to 49 of 31. But still they have a mountain to climb.
5 sixes. Last 16 balls, 14 balls, all you need is 5 maximums. And they need one in this over.
I don't think they're going to be looking for a 6 in this over. But if you can get deliveries like that, it's a freebie from Jan Shafiq. A waist-high full toss. And that is the reason they were saving Akram for the very best.
Adventurous Akram, Amir Akram gets a boundary. First time we are watching this lad with the bat came out to get those remaining runs, and Jan Shafiq not having a good day with the ball. In fact, under the lights, leaking runs.
Wonder what was Shahbaz doing at number 8 if you have the availability of Amir Akram. It's a free hit. 5 of the over of this delivery already, looking to hit it too hard. Not able to make an impact, and that's where it's just a single. So 6 runs from this delivery of Jan Shafiq. All of a sudden a 3-run over has resulted in a 9-run over. Jan Shafiq 45 runs and a wicket in his spell this evening. He still has a ball to bowl to complete his spell. Very expensive. Right in the block hole, and Usman Ali Shah would want to keep strike for the next over. 28 of the remaining 12 deliveries. 46 runs and a wicket of 4 overs of Jan Shafiq. 139 for the loss of 7. In all that action that was prevailing in the middle, we missed that opportunity to appreciate this innings of Usman Ali Shah. 50 of 32. What an incredible knock is that one.
Top stuff from Abidullah. Not giving an inch to the batters, but what a wonderful knock. A fighting knock from Usman Ali Shah, where the other batters struggle. He came in the middle overs when they were struggling to find the boundaries. 50 of just 33. Yet again showcasing his talent with the bat. Can he be the rescue ranger tonight for Renaissance? Started this over with a dot.
Right in the block hole, and that's where Usman Ali Shah is not going to be going for that single. Don't really think that's a great idea.
Still 10 deliveries left. You need to take the single. You need to trust your partner who got a boundary in the previous over. Now 2 back-to-back dot deliveries. You need to get runs. At least now trying to keep the strike. You need to get a maximum.
This is not great cricket from Usman Ali Shah. He needs to realize that with this delivery, with this over, Abidullah will be out of the equation. Hamilton Dale is bowled out. Jan Shafiq has also been bowled out. They'll have to be looking for another bowler. And that's where, even if they need probably 18 or 19 runs of the last over, there is always a possibility.
Now 26 needed in last 9. Get at least 10 in the remaining 3. But it's not easy because a champion bowler.
Amir Kaleem has also been bowled out. Wasim Ali might bowl that fine lower. Looks to play the paddle. Impact outside the off stump, and that's where it's not a point of consideration. 26 remaining of 8 deliveries. They need to get 8 runs.
A brilliant captaincy. Previous night he bowled the final over. Now he is bowling an all-important The 19th over. In all important 19th over.
All that hard work of Usman Ali Shah is going down the drain because he didn't opt to take a single. And he's put himself into a state of panic. But then with shots like that, he can accumulate runs. So you just never know where this game is tilting, because 22 required of 7 deliveries. I think Usman Ali Shah, who's a great player of spin, is still very interested in the game.
Still the hopes are alive for Renaissance Challengers, but the last ball, will he go for a boundary? Because if he gets a boundary, then Akram will be on strike going into the final over.
You wouldn't mind that. If he can get a maximum here, all of a sudden 16 required of the final over, I doubt they might bowl Wasim Ali. They might have to bring in somebody like Ubaidullah, who's not bowled a single over in this particular game. You don't want to be bowling a spinner with due in effect. We've already seen the towels coming out. A few balls missing from the hands of the fast bowlers. Drilled straight to long off for a single. So it is Usman Ali Shah who will be holding strike for the final over. Equation pretty much fair on, straight on. 21 runs required of the final over. Wasim Ali. He's going to be bowling that final over. The 19 runs, 2 wickets in his 3 overs, doesn't matter. What matters is this over. It's tonged and tonked really well. Straight to the throat of the fielder. I think it is Abhinav Sharma who is catering that deep mid-wicket area. It was a half tracker. Deserved to go for a maximum. Wanted to go for a narrow. 8th wicket down for Renaissance Challengers, and probably that's the final nail to the coffin of Renaissance Challengers. 146 for the loss of 8. Back-to-back wickets for Wasim Ali. It's the 4th victim that Wasim Ali celebrates. He's a very difficult bowler to get away. And Hanifullah is going to be understanding that the difficult way. 146 for the loss of 9 as Majees Titans understand that it is mere formalities from here. The instructions are fairly clear for Hamdullah Khalil. Just pick up a single and give an opportunity to Amir Akram. Looking for a hat-trick. Gets a hat-trick. Wasim Ali gets 3 wickets in a row. Hamdullah Khalil right in front of the stumps. What an ending to this game. Majees Titans have won this game by 20 runs. Not before all that drama in the last 5 overs. Usman Ali Shah wasn't willing to give up the chase. They kept Renaissance challengers interested. But Majees Titans, with the captaincy of Amir Khalil, was just too good. Using all his strike bowlers up front, making sure that the pressure piled on to Renaissance challengers. And all of a sudden, 21 required of the final over. That was just way too many runs. Wasim Ali gets a hat-trick. He gets a fifer to his name. Appreciations between both the sides, a spirit of cricket. Scoring coming right from the top. 32 for Hamad Mirza. Asif Khan Patan got a start for 28. Usman Ali Shah played a good knock for 57 of 39. But then the middle order was the trouble situation. Nobody able to contribute, and that's where no partnership whatsoever. Hamad Afraq, the newlywed, just getting 10 of 11. And on the back of 6 extras, 146 all out is Renaissance challengers. Talking about the bowling of Majees Titans, Abidullah getting a couple of wickets, Amir Khalil getting a couple of wickets, 1 wicket for Jan Shafiq. But then the pick of the bowlers has to be Wasim Ali, who's maturing by the day with a 5-wicket haul. He's just conceded 19 runs. And if you look at that, 8, 9, 10, 146, 146 and 146, that's the hat-trick for Wasim Ali. That is it for us today. It is the day 2 of the Oman T20 Super League. Tomorrow is going to be a rest day, but do join us in day after tomorrow for lots more action, packed drama here at the Oman Cricket Academy.
He has timed that one well. That is the call, straight in. Beautiful ball. Edge the way, yes it is.